Etsy has rolled out 6 major changes to their platform in the last few months, and it happened pretty quietly. No pop-ups in your shop manager, no emails telling you about it, just policy pages and handbook articles updated in the background while everyone was still doing things the old way. And some of these genuinely change the way you should be running your shop. There is one that opens up an entirely new place that buyers can purchase from your shop. And I'm actually gonna test it live on camera because I'm curious for myself if this works the way that Etsy says it does. There's a setting that Etsy says can reach twice as many buyers, and it only takes 90 seconds to turn on. And there's an AI tool built into the shop manager that a lot of sellers haven't even used yet. And if we haven't met before, hello, my name is Ariel. I'm a 6-figure Etsy print-on-demand seller. I started in 2023, and I was able to scale my shop just in a year and a half and quit my full-time 9-to-5 job. And now I get to work from home and teach you guys everything that I've learned. I had 0 business experience, 0 design experience, and if I was able to do this, so can you. And if this is content that you're interested in and you're wanting to grow your Etsy shop, I would really appreciate you booping that little subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Update 1 is Etsy Inside AI chatbots. Okay, so this is one that I want to be really honest with you guys about because the story is a little more complicated than the headline suggests. Here's the timeline. Back on September 29th, 2025, OpenAI announced instant checkout, and Etsy was the first e-commerce partner. The whole idea was a buyer could be chatting with ChatGPT, ask for a gift idea, get shown an Etsy product, and buy it right there without leaving the conversation. Then, on February 16th of 2026, OpenAI expanded it to all US users, including the free tier. But here's where it gets crazy. There's a reporting from May of this year that OpenAI quietly shelved instant checkout entirely. Meanwhile, Etsy's Help Center, which was updated a couple weeks ago, still says that US buyers can purchase eligible Etsy items inside ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Google AI Mode, and Microsoft Copilot. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys something is true if I haven't verified it for myself. So let's test this out. Okay, so here I am over on ChatGPT and I'm using the free version, and I want to type in something that is pretty obvious for pulling up an Etsy product. Okay, I just typed in unique handmade gift for nurse, and let's just see what it comes up with. Okay, you guys, this is super interesting. I should have left it on screen, but when it was searching, it popped up Etsy first, and it was looking through the Etsy marketplace, and these are all handmade nurse gifts on Etsy, and it gives you a little description about them, and then if you scroll down, the sources right here says Etsy. So I guess it does still work in a way. So this is a great sign for sellers because people are finding their products from AI basically platforms and they are shopping for your products. Now, I'm not quite sure how ChatGPT decides which products to show. I'm guessing it's going to be ones that are like Etsy picks or bestsellers. I'm not sure. I would have to do more research, but if you guys know any more details about this, I'm super curious. Let me know down in the comments. Okay, I'm over on Google Gemini. We're going to go ahead and put in the exact same prompt. And it does say it's searching the web, wearable and personalized accessories, stethoscope necklace, and I wonder if this is on Etsy. I'm super curious. These all look like handmade items for nurses. It looks like you can click into them. Wow, it gave us a lot more. It doesn't say the source, so let me just click into one of these and see if it's actually on Etsy. It's kind of hard to tell, but let me see. I'm gonna click on that, and yep, it popped it up, and it's from Etsy. It's an Etsy seller. Wow, this is so cool. I love this. I haven't done a ton of research into it, like I said, on how they choose which products to show, but this is good news for us. So there you have it. AI is a discovery channel for Etsy products. Now, I did try to see if I can check out in the chat, and there's no feature for that, but you can easily just click into the Etsy listing and check out on Etsy. These AI tools are pulling product information from Etsy and surfacing it to buyers. That means your title and tags are being read by AI, not just scanned by a human on a search results page. Which brings up something I've been thinking about a lot. When AI is reading your SEO and trying to decide if it's worth recommending or not, keyword stuffed titles that read like spam probably are not helping you. Natural, descriptive, clear titles that explains what the product is and who it's for, those are probably the titles that AI can understand and confidently recommend. And that lines up perfectly with what Etsy has told us about titles back in April. Right for humans, because AI reads the same way a human does now. Update number 2 is we can now upload 2 videos per listing. Now this is a small update, but is genuinely useful, and not a lot of sellers have used this yet. And here's why it matters more than it sounds. Etsy is already prioritizing listings that have a video because it shows that it keeps buyer engagement and keeps shoppers on the platform longer. What I recommend is for video 1, you have a video of your product or someone wearing it if it's a t-shirt, and up close details so that they can get an idea of what it actually looks like in real life. The second video you can get creative with. I know a lot of apparel shops, they like to do try on for the size chart, so it has models of the different size and how the fit looks. So that's a great option for apparel, but you can also show you creating the product or printing the product, things like that. People love to see the handmade aspect of it on Etsy, so if you can add a video like that, those convert super well. Update number 3 is interested shopper offers. Okay, this is one that I want you to turn on before the end of the video because it only takes like 30 seconds. Etsy launched a interested shopper offers in June of 2026. And here is what it does. Etsy automatically identifies shoppers that engaged with your listings based off factors like how often they recently viewed your items, and it sends them a discount offer on your behalf. So once you set this up once, Etsy will handle this automatically for you. Etsy says sellers using this offer reach 2 times potential buyers on average than other targeted offers alone. This is from their internal analysis of visitor data between March 18th and April 17th of 2026. So that's crazy. Twice as many buyers with just one setting. And think about who this reaches. Someone who visited your listing 3 times but did not buy is a potential sale. They already want it, but something stopped them. Maybe it was price, maybe they just got distracted, or they were doing some comparison shopping. A well-timed offer landing right in front of them sometimes is all it takes. So you're gonna go to your shop manager, you're gonna find the tab that says marketing, then sales and discounts. You will then see a setting to set up the interested shopper offer. Then all you have to do is put in the percentage that you want to offer and create a promo code that will automatically be sent out for you. Update number 4 is AI Stats Assistant. This one launched on June 29th of 2026, and it's still in beta testing, so you might not have access to it quite yet. Etsy is rolling out Stats Assistant, an AI tool that is built into your shop manager where you can ask questions about your shop performance. Not just look at stats or charts that are in your shop manager, it can actually answer questions. So instead of staring at your conversion rate graph, trying to figure out what it means, you can ask what is working, what needs attention, and what to focus on. It gives you personalized suggestions based on your shop's data. And it's part of a bigger AI rollout from Etsy. This includes AI-powered shop stats summaries that highlights trends in your performance data, expanded AI support chat, and AI attribute suggestions, which will recommend attributes based on your listing titles and photos. If you do not see this in your shop yet, Etsy actually has an early sign up to be part of the beta, so I will go ahead and link that down in the description if you are interested. Update number 5 is stable listing URLs. So this is the most technical one on the list, but it's also quietly the most powerful one on the list. Back in March of 2026, Etsy changed how URLs work. Your listing URL now stays fixed after the listing is published. It used to change when you edited things. Now it stays put. Redirects only happen when the listing is permanently retired. And Etsy told us how they did it. Stable URLs help off Etsy search engines find, understand, and surface your listings. So that's Google, that's Bing, that's any of the AI tools that we talked about earlier in this video. But here's why this actually matters to you. Search engines need consistency to trust a page. When the URL kept changing, essentially Google had to re-understand the listing every time, and it would never build authority. Now that your URL is permanent, every link, every share, every pin pointing towards that listing accumulates instead of resetting. So what can we do with this? Start treating your URLs like permanent assets. Pin them on Pinterest, share them on social, put them in your email list. Every one of those links is compounding towards Google visibility instead of resetting every time you change something in your listing. Update number 6 is listing level Etsy ad strategies. On June 1st of 2026, Etsy rolled out a listing level ad strategies. Previously, it was the same strategy across all of your listings in your ads campaign on Etsy. Now, if you have a daily budget of $25 or more, you can set different strategies for individual listings. So you can invest more heavily in your top performers and pull spend back on listings that are not converting, instead of just one blanket setting across everything. And this connects to something I always say about ads. Ads amplify what is already working. They cannot create demand that is not there. If a listing has 0 organic sales, throwing ad money could just be paying for clicks that do not convert. So real quick, I want to go over the 3 different ad strategies that you can choose from and why you should choose each one of these. So the first one is greater visibility. This pushes for higher exposure ad placements to push products to as many shoppers as possible. This is used for promoting shop bestsellers, launching brand new listings, or driving peak seasonal demand. Real quick tip with this one, if you are not confident in your listings and you don't know if they're gonna sell, then you might not want to use this on your new listings. When you put ads onto new listings, this is more of a scaled shops strategy, someone who already knows what's working and has a really good idea of which listings are going to do well. Next is the lower click cost. This bids conservatively to guide the system towards cheaper, more cost-efficient clicks. It's used for items with low profit margins, low conversion rates, or limited inventory to keep a presence in search without overspending. The last one is efficient spending. This is more of a balanced approach that optimizes both ad reach and cost. It's used for standard, steady performing listings to maintain consistent sales and steady ad spending. So if you're running ads, definitely decide which one of these makes most sense for your shop and your listings, depending on where you're at. But I think this is really awesome that they offer 3 different options. Just note that there is that $25 per day limit, so this does not apply to people who are spending under $25 a day in ads. And there you have it, 6 major updates that Etsy rolled out that you may not have even known about. Let me know down in the comments if there's any of these that you're interested in or you haven't heard of yet, and I'd love to have discussions with you guys in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate you booping that little subscribe and like button. That way I know that I'm making content that is helpful to you guys, plus it helps my little channel grow. Lastly, it's time for our weekly wins. Every week I like to share a win with you guys and have you share a win with me. I think it's so important to celebrate the wins along the way and really enjoy the journey instead of being so focused on the destination. So my weekly win was, well, actually, it wasn't necessarily a win. It was just something that I had so much fun doing this week. And I was a part of a live call in Cassiy Johnson's community. We do monthly live calls where Cassiy and I go over some designs and how we designed for them to help you guys get inspiration. And we just have so much fun on those calls. I had a blast, and I'm sure some of you watching are probably in her community, and I hope you guys enjoyed the call. If anybody is not part of her community and wants to join something that gives you a little more help, I will have that linked down in the description. We would love to have you. But let me know down in the comments what your weekly win is. It doesn't matter how small or how big it is. I think it's so important to celebrate every little win along the way. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.